Russ, well done the other night. Tricky tie there, obviously up at File because they're a decent side, we know that. And you came through it well.
Yeah, I thought it was an excellent performance. I could say a game of two halves. I thought we dominated the first half, and I could have come in 2 or 3 to the good, but we didn't. But we give ourselves a platform Tuesday, and that was a pleasing thing for me.
And that's the difference, is it? You haven't been doing that in previous games. I appreciate you haven't played just lately, but you know what I mean, in previous matches you haven't done.
No, we haven't. We've started the games poor, and we're always waiting for things to happen. But we took the incentive on Tuesday, and we took the game to them. We were really aggressive on and off the ball, and we scored first. And when we score first, we seem to have a really good record. So just pleased overall. Yes, lottery on the penalties, but I thought it's still part of the game, and we were really composing that as well.
Jack Bean got his goal. I mean, he had a frustrating start. He got injured almost as soon as he arrived, I seem to recall, but he seems to be sort of coming into his own now.
I hope so. We're playing him in a different position to what he has done at Liverpool, but he's a goal scorer, so we need goal scorers on the pitch. We know we haven't scored enough goals this season, and he gives us that. So whether he's playing up top as a 2 or out wide, he's still a goal scorer, and he finds that, and he should have scored 1 or 2 more. To be fair, he'd be really disappointed with that. So, like you said, just because of the formation we play, we've still got forwards on the pitch.
And Tom Palmer came back in, obviously, and in the penalty shootout, there's always a chance the goalkeeper is going to be a hero, isn't there, really? And he made the save. Yeah,
he did. I thought he was excellent throughout the game as well. He made some big saves, and his decision making was really good. So really pleased for Tom, and it's up to him now to kind of be my eyes and ears really for the next couple of weeks, because it's a squad game and we really need everyone at it at the moment.
When you say eyes and ears, what do you mean by that?
I just mean he needs to be in my thoughts going forward. Obviously, we brought Tom in the last month from Coventry, and that might be the spike Tom needed, because I thought he was excellent Tuesday night.
There's been a rough spell, we all know that, and obviously players have come in, some players have gone out. Are you happy now that you're over that and the spirit's right and you can go forward from here? I
don't think we're over it. I think the league is our priority this season. Saying that, obviously it's great to get through the first 2 rounds of the trophy, and the numbers are getting knocked off each week and each round as we go. So look forward to Dorking away in a couple of weeks. But I wouldn't say we're over it. We need to be more consistent than we have been, and it's been only as good as our last game, which was a good one. So we'll go into Hereford with a bit more confidence than we have been, and we'll look forward to those 2 big games.
Yeah, when I said over, I kind of meant the spirit in the squad. There's obviously been ructions in the background. Yeah. Is that behind you now?
Well, I think if you who were there on Tuesday and who've seen the reports, there didn't look to be a lack of confidence, which is great, and hopefully that breeds it now going forward. You always need that one game to turn, so hopefully that was the game that turns us, and we're proofs in the pudding in the next couple of weeks.
Dorking, you mentioned you've got to go to the next round of the trophy. Obviously they're a league higher, going well in that league, to be fair to them as well. But you get through this one and then suddenly it all starts to look a bit interesting in the trophy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. I think not a lot of teams at that level and our level take the trophy seriously, and unless you get through the first 2 rounds. So we're through that. Tough game for us, 4G surface again. But yeah, I think it'd be great to put our wits against them. I think the manager / chairman has done a fantastic job. He's nice and vocal, I love it, and we look forward to going there in a couple of weeks.
So then, the Christmas period, back-to-back games against Hereford. The programme generally is a bit easier this year, isn't it, really? Because normally it's 3 games in the prescribed period. It's only 2 this time.
Yeah, there is, and obviously with the cancellations as well, there doesn't seem to be a lot of football this year. I'm going to be honest, it's probably done us the world of good with the illness that was going around the club and the injuries, so we'll take that as a positive, and we've got a couple more players coming back for Hereford game, which is great, and then we'll have a couple more back for the week after, so things are starting to look up, touch wood, and 2 big games for both clubs. I think we'll both want 6 points, if not 4. It'd be a good game, good festive game, good crowds, and that's the way we like it.
And both sides probably desperate for a win as well. Neither side in great form in the league, if we're being honest.
Yeah, for sure. That's why it's like I just said. You're only as good as your last game, but it's a big. Ding dong derby, 2 games home and away, and I'm sure both clubs are looking for the maximum.
What have you made of Hereford this season?
I think they're a little bit like us, a bit of a transition, lost a lot of players from last year, trying to rebuild the squad in any way, shape or form. Haven't hit the form that I know both managers want, but it's a long season and everyone's still in the mix all the way from top to bottom. So we've got 24 league games to play, and there's plenty of points at stake.
A couple of players in your squad, of course, Christian Pearce, Owen Evans were at Hereford last season, so they'll be looking to shine, no doubt.
I'm sure they will. And there's plenty of old Kidderminster players at Hereford as well, so staff-wise also. So listen, it's always a bit spicy, isn't it? And a couple of good games last year, home and away, and the trophy. So always big games, always loud games, and like I said, hopefully it's coming back our end.
I mentioned Jack Beans kind of growing into himself really here, coming into himself really. Owen Evans, again due to injury, yet probably to hit the heights he would have expected. I knew him of course at Hereford. And so, if he could turn it on over the Christmas period against his former club, that'd be another step.
Well, that'd be nice. I think he's starting to show signs now. He's getting back to where he needs to be. He was out for 2 months. It takes a long time. And obviously getting used to that full-time environment as well. But we need to play him into form and play him into fitness now. And I thought Tuesday for an hour he was excellent. So he linked up play really well, finding pockets against a very good team, and hopefully that does him the world of good.
And in terms of the season overall, obviously in the league, disappointing so far, but there's an awful lot of football still to be played, isn't there, really?
Yeah, over a short space of time. So we know how quickly it can turn. It's turned for us since Buxton away 3 months ago. Obviously not the way we would have wanted to go, but we just have to focus on the next couple of games, take each game as it comes. Don't think too far ahead, and we'll see where it takes us.
Final point, in terms of possibly players coming in or players going out, is there anything likely to happen imminently?
Yeah, there will be. Obviously, I'm not going to name names, but yeah, there's conversations I've had with certain players in our squad and out the squad really. So we're looking to bring a couple in. A couple will make way, really to get game time as well, just to benefit themselves and us, because we've got 24 games plus cup in the next 4 months. So we're going to need a lot of players, and they need to be at it.
So a couple out on loan perhaps, is
it? Yeah.